Hi, welcome back to Copy and Curriculum. I'm Crystal, your virtual teaching partner. Awesome job coming back to learn with me today. Listen carefully for the sound of the day. You're going to hear the sound in the beginning of each word in this sentence. Rip, rag, rugs. Robbie, rat. Raced, Rosie, raccoon. You're right. This is the letter R. R says Say it with me. Notice how when I'm saying the sound, my lips are going out a little bit. And I'm pulling my tongue back in my mouth. Try it with me. Good job. This is the letter R. Let's practice making the letter R. When you make the letter R, you're going to make a straight line down and then just a short curve at the top. Let's touch and say the sounds for our first word. P. Rip. Good job. Let's touch and say the sounds for our next word. T. Rot. You better eat the banana or it is going to rot. Let's touch and say the sounds for our next word. B. Rub. Do you notice that these letters are a different color? I wonder why that is. These are called vowels. Say that with me. Vowels. Vowels have two sounds, a short sound and a long sound. In our words we've been practicing, we have been using the short sound for our vowels. Let's touch and say the letters that are vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Good job. Let's touch and say the sounds for our next word. Rim. Good job. Now I'm going to take away the letter M and I'm going to put the letter B. Let's touch and say the sounds for this word. B. Rib. Let's touch and say the sounds for our next word. Rag. Good job. Before I read the sounds for this word, I'm going to remind my brain that this is the letter D. Remember our trick. D wears a diaper and B has a belly. In this word, we'll say the D sound at the very end. Let's touch and say the sounds. Here we go. Rod. Let's touch and say the sounds for our next word. Wrap. Let's touch and say the sounds for this word. Rig. Good job. Let's touch and say the sounds for this one. Rut. Now for our next word, I'm just going to take away the letter T and I'm going to put the letter G. Let's touch and say the sounds for this word. Rug. Let's touch and say the sounds for this word. Rat. Let's touch and say the sounds for this word. Rob. Are you ready for a challenge? Watch as I make our next word. Do you notice that I have 3 magnets but 4 letters? I wonder why. If you remembered that the CH is a digraph is 2 letters that make one sound. Ch is the sound that you get when you put a C and H together. Awesome job practicing the letter R, which makes the sound. You are getting smarter. You should be proud of yourself for coming back to learn today. Practice makes you better. I'll see you back next time on Copy and Curriculum. Bye!